Burning of markets. The indigenous people of Biafra berates army faults Uzodimma's explanation. The indigenous people of Biafra has berated the army and faults Uzodimma's explanation. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Emissaries News TV. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to on your notification button so that whenever our news enter, now you go be the first. We will collect them. Or you're listening to the news proper. The indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, has faulted Governor Hope Uzodimma of Imo State's explanation on how an army major was killed and two captains hospitalized over explosive device attack, describing the explanation as afterthought following public outrage over the military onslaught in the area. The indigenous people of Biafra also condemned the alleged burning of Ekotutu market in Oshu Ihitugwa in Osu local government area of Imo State, Lilu Market, and Osumohu in Anambra State, describing it as a sacrilege against some of the oldest markets in Igbo land and wickedness against local women who trade there. A statement by Ipob's Media and Publicity Secretary, Ima Powerful, entitled Market Destroyed, Levies Ruined, the group said, "We, the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, led by the great indefatigable Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Okechukwu Kanu, condemned the recent attack on the Nnewi South local government of Anambra State and Old Ekotutu Market, located in Oshu Ihitugwa in Olo in Imo State, Lilu and Osumohu in Anambra State by the Nigerian army deployed by the Senate, Hope. What business does Nigerian army have with markets in Imo State that they have continued to burn them down? If the Nigerian army claims soldiers are after criminals, do these criminals own stores and these markets? Do these criminals stay in those markets and that warranted the soldiers to attack and burn down the markets that have existed long before their mothers and fathers were born? When did burning down houses, markets, and business places become part of the modus operandi of the Nigerian army? And we ask, how many houses and markets have they burnt in terrorists and Boko Haramis infected northern Nigeria? This wickedness against poor women, many of whom are widows, fending for their families, will surely call down on the anger of the ancestors and of that of Chukwu Okike Abiama, on both the perpetrators and those that send them to destroy the only source of livelihood of our aged mothers, grandmothers, and widows. We demand that Imo State government must go and rebuild markets they destroy through the army. Those markets are lifeline of people of Biafras during Nigeria's genocidal war against Biafra. If Imo State government failed to rebuild the market and compensate those their goods were destroyed, they will be visited by the ancestors, and gods of that market will avenge for the communities and people who owns the market and shops. For those who supported the destruction of markets in the name of working for the government, their woes are not far. We know their anger. They are after Ekotutu market because it played a vital role during the Biafra genocide, and that is the Fulanese slaves in Imo State have been told to obliterate the market. While we condemn totally and unequivocally the barbaric and cowardly attack against Ekotutu market, which we also see as an abominable act, we ask the government officials in Imo State who were part of the planned attack on the market if they are not aware of why our ancestors came together and constituted markets in our land, which they are today destroying. We want to promise all those who have hand in the destruction of that market that they are going to get their reward shortly from Ipob. The ancestors, gods of the land, and the spirit that packaged in those markets. They will never go scot-free for their sacrilegious behavior in those markets, because Ekotutu market is one of the oldest markets in Igbo land which our ancestors established and must not be desecrated and vanished. My people, now so we see am for Emissaries News TV today. This is some time ago the army, the Nigerian army, somehow because of some issues invaded some markets, especially in the southeastern part of Nigeria and Imo State to be precise, and about 3 markets were burned down. It happened some time ago and repeated itself recently, where a Coastal market was totally burnt down. And the question is, why is the army invading the market? Why are these markets being burnt down? What is their reason, and what are they looking for in the market? Why are they taking such measures that are very sacrilegious and nobody understands? But I hope Uzodimma, who is the governor of Imo State, has come out to say some things, and the indigenous people of Biafra has come out to fault, what Hope said recently, asking why should that be done? Why should the army burn down market that has been there before their parents were born? Of course, you know that some of these markets in Igbo land have lasted for centuries. They have been there for centuries. And if you understand the tradition of the Igbos, you will know that before a market is set up, that there are some sacrifices and some traditions that will be carried out before setting up a particular market. And those markets have been there for like centuries, that have existed long time ago. And what brought about burning down of such markets is what I don't even understand. What are the army doing in the market? No, this is the question that you will ask yourself. You will know if the army or the security operatives are shooting beyond boundary. I think the issue of burning down the market is somehow going beyond boundary of what they have been told to do, except there is a political propaganda behind, or any brouhaha that is behind burning down of that market. But if you ask me, I'll tell you that even if there are some chaos in the city, or maybe some security imbalance, but I don't think that should result to burning down of market. Of course, you know that there are some innocent people in that market, and many people earn their daily livelihood from that market, and you don't know how many years it took someone to be able to get a shop. Of course, you know the issue of Nigerian economy now, where things are not straight. Of course, you know the price of things are skyrocketing every day, and whereby in such economy that is, that there is a big hardship, and someone had worked hard to be able to build up a shop, set it up, and he's managing his or her life from there. And some people whose goods were burned down now, some of them, their children are in school, some got married newly, some are passing through all kinds of things, and you end up burning their goods. So now tell me, what do you really want these people to do? Yes, the soldiers are under command. Somebody is commanding them to do what they're doing. But this commander, is he not reasonable? Does he not have a family? Or the soldiers that have been sent, commanded to go and carry out a sacrilegious act, they also have a family. Now, if you put yourself in the shoe of these traders that are in the market, that you burn their market down, and suddenly someone who was on money last night wake up the next morning and found out that there is nothing again to stand on. Do you know that such a thing can constitute people committing suicide? No, I think it's like Nigerian forces are reasoning with their back brain, because if you are actually somebody that has a good reasoning, you will not wake up suddenly and burn down, no matter what happens. You will not just set fire on the market, because maybe you are chasing 2 or 3 people that run inside the market, or maybe you believe that something is happening there. What you need to do is to carry out a proper investigation, and that market that you have burned down they constitute to the growth of the economy of the nation. And now, having burned down the market, what you did is to clash a kind of economical branch, or a branch that supplies or help to the standard and the setting up the economy of the nation. But these people are not reasoning well. You just burn down the market out of wickedness, and out of, I don't know if it is out of envy or greediness. And these people just went and set a market on fire, burn down the market. It's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. Let me draw the curtain here. Don't forget that you are still on Emissary News, correct news, pure news. Now we they bring you the purest news where they happen all over the world. Don't forget to like, or don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to on your notification button so that whenever our news enter, you will be the first we will collect. And may the good Lord bless you. Thank you for listening.